Today it's about 84, 85 degrees, and really the umbrella is a lifesaver. I don't know, I probably would have stopped 10 kilometers earlier. I mean, I would have stopped at 20 rather than going on to 30, because the temperature difference is so significant with the umbrella. So I really like it. Well, buen camino there, pilgrims. It's Jeremiah Gibbs. I'm your Camino guide, and I'm glad to be back with you today. This week, I'm going to be talking about giving a review of my hiking umbrella. Many of you have seen my hiking umbrella throughout the trip that I just made on Caminos Meseta through Camino Frances this summer, and many of you, this is probably the most requested video I've had in some time. We want to know about the hiking umbrella. So today I'm going to tell you about how that went. I'm going to give you a quick review of the umbrella that I used, and hopefully help you think about whether you would want to use this method as well. Before we get into the review, let me just give you a big thank you. I'm so grateful this summer. It's actually been a while since I've been filming videos, because most of the videos that you've seen over the last couple of months have come from my footage, the vlogs that I've been doing, that I was doing while on Camino Frances. This is the first video that I've done since really coming back, and filmed since I've been back. And I just want to say thank you to so many of you that have been watching, especially those of you that have subscribed. By the time you see this, I think I'll have 2,000 subscribers, which is just a great marker. You know, I only started making these videos in February, so it's really cool to be able to see the community that's come up and built up around the videos, and the kind of instruction that I'm able to give, and interaction and help that you're able to give to each other in the comments. So please continue to do that. Comment in the videos, interact with each other, and help each other in just the same way as I hope to be able to help you with the things that I make for this channel too. But thank you to so many of you who have subscribed. Let's get into it. As you'll see in just a moment from my video from this summer, I was very much sold on the hiking umbrella as a tool for especially that hot part of Camino Frances through the Meseta, but really any part where you don't have a lot of shade. I think the hiking umbrella was phenomenal. I'm going to show you the one that I used, as well as another that I purchased and tried out a little bit here at home. Really though, I believe that pretty much any of these umbrellas that are well made are going to serve your purposes. You probably get what you pay for to some extent with that, but I really think that for the most part any umbrella is going to serve some of the same purposes, and it's going to keep you cool, it's going to keep the sun off of you. But I'll show you a couple of them that I use, specifically the one that I spent most of my time with on Camino Frances. So this umbrella here is from G4Free, the ultralight trekking umbrella. I knew nothing about this company. I simply bought it off of Amazon, but I bought it specifically because it was a bit larger than the other alternatives. This one is the Six Moon Designs hiking umbrella. It is smaller and lighter. It was fine. I used it some, and I liked it well enough that I went ahead and decided to get one that was a little bit larger. I won't review that, but let me just say quickly that it was made an almost identical design. I didn't notice really any kind of quality difference between the two. Very comparable in design, and I was very happy with this one, except that I just wanted something that was a little bit larger. And so this G4Free hiking umbrella I found on Amazon. I think it was about $35 when I bought it. I will put a link in that to the description of this video, so you can check out both of these umbrellas if you'd like. This one was a bit larger. Let me just show you a couple of the features real quick that are interesting. So the handle here just kind of goes into place. The umbrella just pops out into position. There's no sort of buttons or anything to push or break, which is one of the reasons that I like that about it. And it's got a kind of blue
material on the inside that absorbs the heat. The Six Moons one had black on the inside. I really think that's to keep the heat that's coming up and reflecting off the road gets absorbed into there rather than reflected back to you. But then on the outside, it has this kind of silver reflective material. It served very, very well to be able to keep me cool, as you'll see from the comments that I've made during the hiking.
Well, I am on the last 9 kilometers of my day today out of Burgos, and it has gotten very hot. It's about 85 degrees, I think, Fahrenheit. And I will say that the umbrella, this is several days now that I've used the umbrella in the sun, and it may be a secret to the Meseta on Camino. I'm actually, even though it's quite hot right now, I'm fairly cool, especially because there's some decent breeze. It's not so much breeze that it's blowing the umbrella around, which if it gets too windy, I have had it fold up on me once. So you know, it's a nice gift when it's very, very hot out here, and I still have quite a ways to go.
Both of these umbrellas have a foam core handle with an elastic strap that's built into that. That's going to help to be able to just strap that to your pack, as I'll show you in a moment. And really are very similar in design. I should say, my understanding is that all of these umbrellas with the silver outside material, the foam core handle, the carbon fiber shaft that holds the umbrella together, I believe both of them have carbon fiber shafts. I understand it that all of these umbrellas are manufactured by the same company in Germany. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I've been told, and it seems that they are all very similar in design, so that makes sense to me.
It does take some trickery to get this strap. You can see I've got an elastic strap here, and then the umbrella has a built-in elastic at the bottom, and it takes a little doing to get that set right so that you get coverage as well as not having too much of it blowing around, but it's working out well. Depending on where you attach the elastic to the backpack strap will determine the angle that the umbrella sits at.
So I really used 2 ways to attach the umbrella to my pack. The one you just saw was to just take those elastic straps and to strap the umbrella to my pack at 2 points along the strap. That works very well when the sun is behind you, which is especially true earlier in the morning on Camino, because of course the sun is rising behind you in the morning. As the sun would get higher in the day, I noticed I needed the umbrella to have less angle, which comes naturally from attaching it to your strap. So I really needed it more straight up and down. So what I would do with that is I would take the umbrella and I would actually just attach the umbrella to my trekking pole. And I have you'll see I have this Velcro strap that's just permanently, I kept it on the handle to the umbrella. I would take that Velcro strap and attach it at one end. And this did take a little bit of time, so I would stop hiking to do this. Attach it one end there, and I would take the elastic strap that the umbrella is made with and attach it at the bottom just like that. And holding the two together like this, then I could put them, I could put it down in my pack like this right here into the cup holders that were on the side of my pack. And then I would just take that cinch strap on the side and cinch that down, and this would hold it straight up and down over my head very well. And this was a great alternative. And one thing that I would say is that the strapping it to the pack does wear on your shoulder a little bit because it's kind of moving around and you can feel it moving around in the breeze. This method, it was almost as if the umbrella wasn't there at all, but it really only worked best when the sun was high in the sky at the middle and end of the day, and didn't work as well later in the day. I will say that one of the good parts about this was that the trekking pole then gave you a completely adjustable height. So however high you wanted it, depending on what the wind was like, or whether it was getting in your face and hitting you or something like that, then you could adjust it pretty easily with the trekking pole length. So this was just my kind of secondary method, and actually probably the better method, except for that it didn't give you that angle that you needed to be able to protect yourself in the early part of the day.
I have used the umbrella on the practice hikes back home in the rain, and I would say it does not keep you entirely dry for sure. Your body will still get some wet, your pack would still get some wet, so it's not a do-all solution with regard to rain, but it did provide a lot of protection, especially on your head and shoulders, which I think, you know, the rain that hits your head and shoulders is often what makes you cold as well, and it's also the part that annoys you the most, right? As rain is running down your eyebrow or something like that. So I really like the umbrella in the rain.
As I said just a moment ago, the rain, there was some rain protection in my training hikes. It did help quite a bit to be able to stay dry on the upper part of my body. But one of the things that I noticed about those who were hiking with hiking umbrellas, either on the Appalachian Trail or folks that I've seen on YouTube videos and so on, is a lot of them use some sort of a hiking skirt or maybe a poncho on the bottom half of their body. They can still stay fairly cool, not having the poncho on the rest of their body, but does keep your legs dry and so on. For me, I really like, I don't mind walking in the rain as long as it's not cold, and so I don't mind the bottom half of my body getting wet if the top half, my face and so on, are staying dry. So the umbrella was a great rain solution for me. It is not going to keep you 100% dry, but it is a nice piece of rain protection, but really the umbrella shines in sun protection.
If any of you are considering it, I'll put a link for this one in the description. This is quite a bit larger than most of the trekking umbrellas. It does weigh a few ounces more than the ones that you can get from like Six Moon and others. But for me, it's worth it to have something that's a little larger, but either way, I have the smaller one and it works just fine. So highly recommend, 10 out of 10 on the umbrella on those sunny days.
So I don't take any products from companies, and I bought these with my own money. So I would appreciate any of you that are willing to purchase those from the Amazon affiliate links. That really helps us support this channel and be able to help me to continue to make videos like this.